It began in silence, the kind that's easy to mistake for stability. London slept through that long weekend, screens humming with old prices, voices of television commentators undisturbed. Trades clicked in the background, reverberating as routine until, in Tokyo, a trader blanched and repeated the rumor. Someone in Asia was offering nearly $200 for an ounce of silver. But not for paper, for the physical metal, right here, right now. Most Western traders had internalized the idea that silver was a chart, not a lump you could pocket or stack. COMEX was the place where silver always existed in theory, a deep reservoir never asked to pour itself out. But someone had come holding buckets, not questions. At first, there were only little signs, a delay in confirming inventory in the vaults. It would only take a few minutes to check, then a few hours, and suddenly answers were replaced by nervous silence. Faith became doubt. Then the pricing split. In New York, silver traded as usual, smooth, predictable. In Mumbai, it was a different story. Prices spiked, then vanished, as physical bids leapt away from the electronic market. Two prices, one metal, the shape of a fracture. Somewhere, someone didn't agree. The banks, born to contain chaos, leaned on their old tricks. Short the price, heap on contracts, threaten paper delivery, dismiss shortage rumors, and repeat the reassurance that everything was under control. That strategy breeds confidence if the problem is sentiment, not substance. But this wasn't sentiment. The break arrived when the weekend ended, and the market screens blinked on. Not with incremental shifts, but with absence. Prices opened far above last week's close, skipping the steps in between. For those levered up, missing those steps meant dancing on thin air. Margin calls fired and positions collapsed before phones could ring. No one was prepared. Financial jargon shifted, too. No longer about price discovery, but about force majeure. At COMEX, this was a word reserved for rare calamities. Impossibility, not inconvenience. Contracts could be voided, not honored, with a note admitting the system itself had failed. The game couldn't run if the metal was gone. In the streets, truth showed its face. Coin shops empty by lunch. Online dealers back-ordered for weeks. Stores posting apologetic notes about unprecedented demand and uncertain supply. Premiums soared, not just on silver, but on gold, copper, platinum. Rationing began quietly, disguised as inconvenience. Overseas, urgency replaced speculation. Governments called in reserves, industries doubled orders, armies stacked bars rather than balance sheets. No one cared about spot prices, only about which vaults still had goods to deliver. By Tuesday, the ordinary investor, the one who watched silver charts over breakfast but never held a coin, realized something elemental had shifted. Blogs began to whisper about shortages. Social media filled with stories of lines at bullion shops, confusion in exchange emails, and delays measured in weeks, not days. No system-wide announcement was made. No sirens blared or headlines screamed collapse. Just persistent silence, waiting, and the slow erosion of trust.